With the Odyssey putting her back at the center of attention, that calm expression becomes even more deceptive. She only waits half a beat, then says exactly what everyone is already thinking. Hit like, subscribe, and let's see just how quietly Zendaya's filter disappears.
I love his rap music so much. So much that I bought him a gift. I hope he likes him. I got him a Chico Bean bobblehead and a Neo bobblehead.
Y'all got some big-ass heads.
A gift had barely been handed over, and the whole studio was still waiting for a reaction when Zendaya immediately spotted the hardest thing to ignore. Zendaya rarely tries to take over the stage. She lets other people open the door themselves, then steps in with one observation strong enough to change the entire conversation.
Well, no. He already had the job, but they just wanted to make sure he wasn't like a diva or anything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's very much a diva. No, he is not a diva. Yeah, you were like, oh, he's cool, right?
Yeah, he's cool.
One harmless question was enough to leave Robert Pattinson's reputation hanging in the air for a few seconds. Zendaya pushed him right to the edge, then pulled him back with a perfectly calm face, leaving just enough silence for the whole room to enjoy it. Tom Holland often brings the material directly to her. A small debate can be handled by Zendaya as though the natural order of the universe has suddenly malfunctioned.
No, that's unnatural.
Although pineapple pizza is called Hawaiian pizza, it was actually invented in Canada.
Yeah, no.
Little general knowledge for you there.
Thank you.
Tom came to exchange opinions, while Zendaya came with a verdict. She did not need a long argument. Her certainty alone was enough to make the other side sound like a system error that needed to be fixed immediately. What makes her so likable is not just her ability to roast other people. Zendaya is just as willing to pull herself down from the perfect movie star image over the smallest possible inconvenience.
What does Zendaya's...
Oh, man. Oh, you know the...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're gonna have to
I don't
do
like
it.
how this card feels on my
Do it.
nails.
Do it,
What
Bubs.
a
I'm so brave.
diva.
What a diva.
Oh, this...
One card touched her nails the wrong way, and all the elegance of the press tour disappeared. She can handle dangerous scenes, but a piece of paper still has the right to make her lose composure. The internet creates even more awkward problems. At one point, other people were updating Zendaya's life faster than she was.
Well, I was like just out and about in real life, and people were like, oh my God, your wedding photos are gorgeous. And I was like, babe, they're AI. They're not
so
real.
crazy.
An event that never happened suddenly had pictures, congratulations, and a complete storyline. Zendaya handled it like she was correcting a wrong delivery address so calmly that the absurdity of the whole situation revealed itself. In real life, her dream is far less glamorous than people imagine. After shooting schedules, flights, and press tours, Zendaya does not need another adventure.
What does Zendaya do to let it go?
Nothing. I do nothing. And you know, it's like, I think people forget that like my life is so crazy that it's like, oh, you want to go on vacation or something? Like, no, I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to go to my bed and I want to not leave my house.
The greatest luxury for her is simply being home and not having anyone invite her anywhere. When work keeps throwing you into massive worlds, a familiar room suddenly becomes the best resort. She is not any gentler when watching a younger version of herself. An old audition should feel nostalgic, but Zendaya looks at it like a file that needs to be reopened.
Have you ever played Beyond Earth? It was a lot.
Tom and Jacob barely have time to tease her before she starts reviewing herself. That ability to make fun of herself keeps Zendaya's roasts light, because she never stands outside the danger zone. Even the skills that once made her look extraordinary on screen are viewed with the same realism.
Okay, so as soon as I got there, it started, you know, building upper body strength, which I don't have and have not maintained either. So don't ask me to do any trapeze when you see me, because it's not gonna, I don't have it anymore. I don't have it anymore.
That was a different time.
It was a different time. It was a different time.
The strength arrived right on schedule, finished the job, and quietly left like a temporary employee. Hollywood kept the graceful version on screen. Zendaya kept the right to remind everyone that muscles can also reach the end of their contract. If dangerous stunts are not enough to break her calm, television games certainly are.
I'm so sorry, judges. That is not a word. It's a phrase.
That's a
in and
phrase.
out. That is
In and out.
unbelievable.
Instead of simply being happy that she survived the challenge, she turns to question how the game itself was built. The smile is still there, but the incident clearly needs to be officially recorded. Rules can be very important. until a Christopher Nolan script appears inside the house.
And then he had another meeting. So he had the script. I may have did a little, peeky peek.
Okay, yeah, you're allowed to peek.
I gotta know.
You're
There's
allowed
a
to
Christopher
peek.
Nolan
Yes.
script in my house. What am I gonna do?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I look.
Zendaya does not try to turn herself into a spy. Her argument is very ordinary. The document entered her personal territory, and curiosity was simply doing its job. That directness also helps her handle topics that could make an entire studio uncomfortable.
There's been a bit of a stir about this show because there have been so many penises so far on the show. If I could just use a clinical word. One episode was like 30. There were like 30.
Yeah, that was the headline.
30 penises in one show. But obviously, you save money in bulk. You got it.
In a single beat, the atmosphere shifts from sensitive to a conversation about production costs. Zendaya brings the subject back down to earth with logic so familiar that nobody can keep acting formal. Tom does not receive the same mercy when the conversation touches geography.
He's trying to sound like I'm really cultured. I'm like, Madrid is also in Spain. Right, guys?
1 second of uncertainty quickly turns into a question about his entire history of international travel. Zendaya only pulls one thread, then lets the rest unravel on its own. A film set creates a different kind of chaos where glamour can depend on one hand signal and someone standing just outside the frame.
And I was like, yo, okay, so what's gonna happen is when I put my hand up like this and I go, that's when hit the valve.
Everything is broken down into signals, timing, and exact reactions, almost like a technical rehearsal. The only problem is that this particular device is not elegant at all, making Hollywood magic feel like a valve being opened at the right moment. The opposite of that precision appears when she is thrown into a guessing game.
See. No, look. I see through you. I glare. I stare.
Zendaya commits to the wrong path with admirable confidence, each guess getting stronger but no closer to the answer. She is not giving up. She is simply solving an entirely different question. At work, that realism returns as soon as the height increases and the safety net disappears.
Oh, yeah. I would say, hey, guys, it's called CGI. Look it up and let's figure out this. Get this net right now and we'll zap it out later, man. Airbrush it out, man. I don't care what you gotta do. Shoot around it.
Zendaya does not romanticize fear or stay silent just to prove herself. If visual effects can erase an entire world, then in her view, they can absolutely handle one more safety net. Robert Pattinson puts her in a different kind of trap, one technology cannot fix.
And I was like, are you being serious or are you lying? I can't tell. I can't ever tell. Because, have you noticed that he laughs with everything that he says?
If she believes him, she is still believing someone who once was not trustworthy. If she does not believe him, then the confession itself could also be made up. Before they even start filming, Robert has turned a work relationship into an escape room made of language. British food pushes Zendaya into a similar state of suspicion, but this time, she can use her senses to investigate.
That don't smell right. Smell it. Smell it. Just
Smell it. I'll put it in my mouth.
Give it a smell.
I can smell it because it's in my mouth.
That doesn't smell very good.
You haven't got to the orange bit yet, though.
Oh, that's gonna be the worst.
In the middle.
No.
No, you done?
This is not my style. This is not my vibe. It's like if you can make something that you don't want.
Tom presents the food with the confidence of someone introducing a national treasure. Zendaya receives it like an inspector who has just noticed something unusual. She lets her face do the work of an entire written review. Sometimes she does not need to judge anyone at all because she has already confessed everything herself.
Need glasses.
Ooh.
I do.
Me too. I'm wearing them right now.
No, I don't actually. When I wear
Must be
glasses,
nice.
it's a fashion statement.
An accessory is worn simply because it looks good, and Zendaya sees no need to build some deeper story around it. In a world where every celebrity choice is often turned into a statement, she closes the case immediately. At home, her taste in entertainment becomes a little more suspicious.
Every time someone would call me, they're like, what are you watching? And I'd have to say that again. And I was worried how people perceived me.
Right.
Every time they called, I'm like, oh, just watching another murder documentary. You know?
After too many true crime documentaries, the problem is no longer on the screen. It is in the way her friends begin looking at her. Someone who loves staying home and watching murder stories over and over definitely creates a very specific entertainment profile. The strange interests seem to have started early.
Play-Doh, by the way. Ah. When I was a kid, I would just try to eat it because it smells so good.
Smells so good.
It smells
It's got
so
a
good.
sweet smell.
Yes, I love it.
Play-Doh?
Yeah.
I thought it deliberately smells bad so kids don't eat it.
No, it
smells
good.
fantastic.
Tastes
And it's a
bad.
problem. It tastes terrible.
It just smells like Play-Doh.
One familiar childhood smell was once appealing enough to make the line between toy and food feel slightly blurry. Robert understands immediately, and two movie stars suddenly become two kids discussing something that should not go in anyone's mouth. Of course, film sets have a way of making everything large again.
And attached us together, and they like lifted us like, I want to say like 110 feet. Thank you.
Hold on.
My
Over
sentiments,
what?
exactly. Over like, to be honest with you, boxes. They had like, I don't know, apparently it works. There's like these empty boxes stacked together, and I was like, that's it? That's all we got?
Some scenes look spectacular on screen, but from the actor's position, the whole wonder is just empty boxes stacked together and a very long drop. Zendaya peels away the glamour with a few ordinary details, making movie magic feel like a warehouse trying to dream bigger. Even when speaking seriously about acting, she can still walk straight into a trap created by her own wording.
I kind of went, I've put the pedal to the metal of my anxiety, and like every single day I did the most extreme version of my personality, just like full frontal on a face, not full.
Oh my God. Wait.
One phrase moves too quickly, and Zendaya's face takes another beat to catch up. She does not hide the embarrassment. She lets it run all the way through and become the most memorable part on its own. Outside the studio, simply walking into the wrong place can accidentally turn her into an unexpected supporting character in someone else's big day.
Thankfully, they were happy about the surprise. I was like, can you imagine you open it like, what are you doing here, girl?
While the newlyweds were happy to welcome the surprise, Zendaya had already imagined the version where her appearance was only an interruption. Even making other people happy comes with a very ordinary question. What if they did not want this? Tom once created a much more organized surprise.
Thank you. I don't know if anybody ever saw Lip Sync Battle. Still feeling the effects of that.
Still hurt.
He told me that we were just gonna keep it chill.
A casual promise before a dance battle quickly turned into a full stage with effects, costume changes, and the ambition to win. Zendaya tells the story like someone presenting evidence from a carefully planned ambush. Robert Pattinson does not need a stage or fake rain to create confusion.
To yourself?
I do smell like crayons.
You smell like
Smells
crayon?
like crayons. That does not smell like crayons. Vanilla.
Bring it in.
I smell like crayons. Right?
No, we
Let me get a second.
I don't think I...
Just get in here.
Crayon.
He only has to make a very personal claim about his own scent and then defend it with complete commitment. Zendaya checks, rejects it, and Robert keeps trusting his nose, like two scientists working with completely different data sets. After enough time flying through the air with co-stars, Zendaya also developed some dating advice nobody expected.
Great icebreaker.
That's what, guys, if you guys want a good first date, just join a circus and just figure out getting the trapeze together, see if it all works out. Yeah.
Instead of dinner or coffee, she suggests a trust test involving height and a fairly real risk of collision. It is very hard to hide a lack of chemistry when both people are hanging in the air. Her self-mockery becomes even clearer when she watches her old audition and discovers the moment when all the acting effort suddenly breaks.
Thank you.
The self-tape.
No, that's the best bit. That's the best bit. Wait,
He said,
the fact that you break out of character.
Instead of being embarrassed, Zendaya seems amused that the mistake became the most memorable part. She is often the first person to accept what just happened, so the teasing loses almost all of its power. But sometimes a small accident is not only in the words.
Those happen. That's not as It's not as romantic.
Yeah. And that's just one of the many that we could choose from.
Yeah.
For that specific body slam.
Those romantic acrobatic moments on film can end with a very real collision in rehearsal. Zendaya looks back at that failure without trying to preserve a graceful image. On screen, it is soaring emotion. Behind the scenes, it is two people trying not to crash into each other. Her logic can also drag the superhero world down into a very ordinary debate.
Yeah, but those were like space dogs.
No. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
It's life or death.
that was like kill or be killed situation. And also, we don't know that instant kill means to actually kill things.
Well, that's
We had
kinda
this
like
joke.
instant kill.
No. We had a joke where it was like instant kill kills anything electric. Like it's like a kill switch, but...
While everyone else tries to explain a dangerous feature, Zendaya starts examining every word like a lawyer looking for a loophole. In the middle of an outer space battle, she can still open a discussion about language and responsibility. And perhaps nothing captures her better than a moment where she judges someone else while pulling herself into the story at the same time.
Your boy just started choosing, but then she started twerking. That booty wasn't even moving. No.
Plus what you see is what you get. God built us like a stick. We gon' stick with it.
A moment that begins with her commenting on a performance quickly becomes a confession with no defense at all. Zendaya does not use honesty to place herself above other people. She is always willing to sit on the same side as the person being teased. That is her special filter. She does not speak to shock people. She simply refuses to waste energy pretending she is perfect. Zendaya is compelling not because she is trying to be the funniest person in the room. She simply reacts to the world with her own kind of honesty. Small problems are treated like national issues, awkward moments are admitted before anyone else can tease her, and a co-star only needs one careless second to lose control of the conversation. That humor works because it comes naturally from the way she observes, reacts, and laughs at herself. Comment below with the Zendaya moment that made you laugh the most. Hit like and subscribe so you do not miss the next compilations.